G'day guys, welcome back to Supercoach for DR and welcome to the Round 15 Q&A. Hope you're all going well. Now apologies, we couldn't get to any of the questions in the Swordplay potty this week because we were focusing on those hot topics. So I did promise I'd put a video out today answering all those questions as well as answering any questions that I didn't get to on my round review. I've just found it really difficult to get to those lately. So we'll smash it out today. Now I will be stopping and starting a lot because I'm at school and we have student conferences. So they'll be coming in during the day for their interviews, but I'll have, a 10-minute break here and there. So I'll be stop, start for this video, but hopefully it will be up just after lunchtime. Hopefully, fingers crossed anyway. So let's get into it. And as always, thank you very much anyone that's left a comment or a question. So we'll start off with the Twitter ones. I got Benny here. G'day, mate. Trade Sicily to Ridley. Extra cash allows me to hold Mitchell's cover for the rest of the season. Or Sicily to Daniel, who's got the bye. Field 19 this week, which includes Marriage Johnson. 9 trades, 1 upgrade. Look, I don't mind trading Sicily up to a premium, a proper premium. Daniel's okay, but he's got the bye, mate. So given the fact Daniel's got the bye, I would go Ridley. But look, if you haven't got Stewart, Sinclair, Dawson or Dacos, I think they're probably your 4 best options if you don't have them, mate. But I think Ridley at the same time should be okay. Just watch when Jake Kelly comes back. Spills reckons that may affect him a little bit. So all the best, mate. 9 trades, 1 upgrade. Going all right, bub. Good on you, Benny. Next one is from Shah. G'day, Shah. How are you, champion? Hey, guys. Love your work. Appreciate it, dude. 2 scenarios. Who's the best trading option post-buy? Jay Cameron, Cogs, or Ryan? Geez, they've all got their upside and their downside, don't they? Cameron just has not been in form, mate, but he's one of the best players in the comp. That form will come soon. I don't know when exactly soon is, though. Cogs, he's been okay the last couple of weeks. And Luke Ryan can only go with 1. Look, I don't love any of the options myself, mate, but I'd probably have Cogs at 1. For me, I think he's got the best role. We know that Ryan's obviously down back, takes kick-ins, all the rest, but I think their game style's changed, particularly since I've been winning games of football, and Cameron's just been super inconsistent, been just in a real down patch. So for me, it would be Cogs, mate. Who's a better trading option this week, Cameron or Ryan? Have Himmelberg at F7M7. All right, I would probably go Cameron then, mate, because you've also got Himmelberg to loop there as well. So I would be going Cameron, but again, I don't have great confidence with it, Shah, but all the best, my man. Thanks, buddy. All right, next one here is from Hugo. G'day, Hugo. Trying to rise the ranks, have 395k in the bank. I am jealous, my man. 1 player till full primo, nice. Should I trade the MJ, Devrob, Chessa to someone like Ridley? I wouldn't trade Dev Rob, mate. Definitely keep on to Dev Rob. So it's probably MJ or Chessa. 1 player till full primo. So I'd probably, mate, get Chessa up. Hello, how are you? So we'll have a few parents walking through as well, so apologies for that. But yeah, the reason why I say Chessa is because you could have MJ as your cover for the year, as well as Dev Rob. Maybe only keep Chessa if you want that DPP link possibly, mate. But Chessa's not going to score you anything basically from week to week. 40 if you're lucky, mate. But just my opinion, all the best, buddy. I would not trade Dev Rob though, mate. Good on you, Hugo. Ingo, how are you, legend? Hey, legends, I'm looking at completing my defence this week. Who gets the final spot, Lloyd, Ridley, or Ryan? Gee, it's tough, man, isn't it? You got those top 4, then it's like just throw a blanket over the rest of these blokes. I'll be looking at things like fixture. Ridley's certainly in the best form over the last month, isn't he? He hasn't gone under 102 with a couple of nice 120-plus type scores. Ryan had a slight bounce back last week, as did the Seagull. I'm hoping that the wing experiment is now over, mate. But given the fact that that only happened a couple of weeks ago, it does scare me off Lloyd a little bit, mate. Ryan has not been in great form. So if you're looking at current form, I'm probably going Ridley, mate. I don't love it, but out of the 3, he's probably the one that I'm most comfortable with. All the best, buddy. Hope you go well, my man. Next one is from Warren Bad Machine. How are you, was? 3 trades left. Defensive, mid, and ruck set. Cool. We want butterballs after the buy. Butterballs, love that. 220k in the bank. That's nice. Do I hold Sis a downgrade, which may give me enough to bring in Butters and Darcy Cameron, which will finish the team? So if you can bring Darcy Cameron, Butters, finish the team, yeah, I would, mate. I think I would. Now, if you've only got the 1 trade left, that is very concerning. It all depends on your cover. So if you reckon you've got enough cover to be able to get you through, just say if you cop a couple of injuries, then I say go for it, mate. If you're a little bit worried about that, particularly towards the end of the season, then maybe hold off. So I think that one is about your cover, mate. But all the best of luck, buddy. Thanks, Warren. Good on you, champion. Pretty grim on the bench. There we go. Okay. I may even hold then, mate. May even hold, buddy. Good on you, mate. Next one, Jack Jones. G'day, Jack. Hey, fellas. Love the potty. Torn on the blow this week. Dev Rob plus DP3 or Clary/Track and Elijah. Almost time. Sorry, I've almost got my next interview. All right, so I would definitely go Track, mate. You can't go Clary this week, obviously. I would not get Parrish right after his bye. So I am going Track and either a Hewitt or a Harrison, mate. All the best, Jackie. Cheers, man. Next one is from Mitchell. So are you, Mitch? Is Titch an option? Well, look, mate, I actually went through him on the Swordplay potty, and what we said was he's not a sexy pick. He's not going to get you any 130, 140 types, but he should just give you a consistent 100 to 110. So if you're happy with that, I think that's fine, mate. I've got Steele, for example. I would much rather a Titch. So if you're talking like that M8 position, I think he's absolutely fine, mate. Having a pretty underrated season. So I think he's fine, but he wouldn't be one of the first blokes I'd look at. But price is okay, mate. I think his 2 best scores have been the last couple of weeks as well. So, yeah, all the best, Mitch. Hope it goes well, buddy. Here's a legend, LA Catter. Starting to think Track over... Yeah, so we actually discussed this. This was one of the main discussion points, obviously, in the potty, wasn't it, mate? So, look, if it's this week, mate, it's obviously Track. I think your gut was right here, mate. So, let us know what you're doing, man. Let us know what you're doing. I think Track is fine. Fine. Personally, I'd probably prefer Clary. Just you look at that history, he just seems like that safer pick, that more consistent type pick. But if you're after, ceiling type games, the bloke to put the VC on, then I think it's Track. And we've already talked in the potty, as you would have already listened, mate, how those last 6 weeks for Track, he's a bully and he's going to smash those sides. So all the best, mate. And thanks. That was a great discussion point that you raised. Cheers, bub. All right. Next one is from Juke. Hey, legend. What do you think of these trades? Wow, Oliver, not now, mate. No. Chincotta, Angwin, Ford, Fletcher. Fletcher's an interesting one. I was listening to Benny from Insider. He reckons he's going to keep his spot on the side. I don't share the same confidence, although I absolutely agree with everything that Benny says about the game that he played. He was phenomenal. But if I look at who goes out, it's probably Fletcher and Lohman first for me. Is it Dev Rob? I think Dev probably deserves to hold his spot. Wonderful debut game, but we're a strong side at the moment. With Clug and Zorko to come back in, I'd be surprised if he holds his spot. I think he probably gets relegated to sub. But if he does, yeah, jump on him. Absolutely. But yeah, star of the future, this bloke. Cheers, Duke. All right, what's the time? All right, next one. Do you like the idea of holding Steele? No, I don't really, mate, but I may have to. And trading into Mills or LDU if needed. Or holding bank some cash. Yeah, I wouldn't trade him to Mills or LDU, mate, because you could just be trading a dud to another dud. So I think with Steele, you're either downgrading all the way down to rookie or upgrading to one of the Ubers, mate. Your Track types, your Neil types, your Libra types. No, Libra's got the buy this week. But I wouldn't be going Steele to another speculative pick, mate. I would just play it safe and get a gun in, mate. Just my opinion, though, buddy. The man of steel, man. Clark Kent, we should call him at the moment. Super disappointing, isn't it, man? All right, next one is from Chase. G'day, Chase. How are you, legend? Would love your boys' opinion on these 2 options. Sister Stewart this week. I like that. Getting a Sardio type as D6-7, yes. I'll get a rookie this week for Chincotta, hold Sicily so I can get Doc. Look, I'm not in the hold Sicily camp, mate. I know many other content creators are, and I respect their opinion immensely. But if you're asking for my personal opinion, I can't do it, mate. Over the Swordplay potty, we looked at the difference between the rankings, top 10k to 9k to 8 to 7. And I think if you decide to hold Sicily, depending on what cover you've got, you could lose 3,000 spots in the ranks if you're around 10k at the moment, mate. So I think he's a trade. But if you want to hold, I think Doc would be a fine edition the week after, mate. But I'm a trade for Sis at the moment, buddy. Cheers, mate. Next one is from... Sorry, check the time. Oh, I better stop, guys. I will be back. Right, we're back. Let's keep on cracking. So next one's from JB. G'day, champion. Hey, fellas, love the content. Appreciate it, brother. Have one mid spot left. Track versus Libra. I'm leaning towards Libra, but keen to hear your thoughts. Cheers. Look, if it's this week, mate, I think that you've probably got to go track. If it was next week, I'm a massive fan of Libra. A massive, massive fan of Libra. So I would probably go Libra, to be quite honest, if you're looking to go next week. But due to the fact that Libra's got the bye this week, if you are going now, I think it's got to be track, mate. I think that would make the most sense. Particularly if you've got Bont, maybe you won't have Oliver. I think getting a Melbourne player in would be good. And that's maybe something else to think about, mate. If you've already got Bont and then you get Libra in, you're not really getting two captaincy options there, are you? But if you get a Melbourne bloke in, playing for obviously a different side, then you could utilise a different captain, mate, rather than having to choose between, say, a Bont and a Libra. So just my opinion, mate. A bit of a tough one, but either way you go, you're not going to lose out there, mate. Two really good selections, mate. Cheers to that, JB. All the best, buddy. Next one is from Brody Dunn. G'day, Broads. Thoughts on these trades? Gives me 17 guaranteed playing this week only. Only one upgrade left. If you can call Sheasel, Keys, Himmelberg and still Primos. Yep. With 2 trades left. Have burned a lot of trades with injuries and suspension. So how we going, man? Ridley, Keys, Merrick, Ford, Mitchell and Briggs. I think that's okay, mate. Although, I know, so Briggs must be your R3. That makes sense to me, man. That makes sense. Alrighty, and the last of our Twitter questions for this week is from Petey901. G'day, Petey. Love the work, guys. Thanks, brother. Just wondering how you'd rate these semi-smokies for the rest of the year. So in defence, got Ridley, Dale, Lloyd, Nazaya, Impey, Salem. Oh, look, I might give you top 3, mate. So my top 3 would probably be Dale, although he does have the bye this week, obviously, and Ridley and Lloyd, I think, mate. I'd feel more comfortable those 3 over Nazaya, Impey and Salem. But as you said, mate, all us smokies all have their pros and their cons. None are guaranteed picks. It's probably the 3 I prefer from your defender list there, mate. Mids, you got Walsh, Mills, Brayshaw, DeGoey, Parker, Warren. It's really hard to rate Mills at the moment, mate. Don't know what role he's going to come back into or when he's going to come back into the side, but he'll present some really good value a couple of weeks after he's back. Probably Brayshaw, for me, would be my number 1. 2, I'd probably say Parker as a real pod. I think he's in under 2,000 sides at the moment, mate. So a super pod there, played really well against the Lions last week. And then 3rd, I would probably go Walsh. It's a tough one though, mate. They're all pretty speculative, apart from probably Brayshaw's the main one. I think he's probably the safest one there, mate. And then in your forward line, you've got Nick Martin, Keys, Owens, Bolton, Himmelberg and Shees. I think Shees is a good option. Himmelberg's a good option. So is Bolton. Owens, I'm not as hot on. Keys, it all depends on that midfield move, doesn't it, mate? What's his CBA is going to be like. Talked about him in the stocky. Maybe check that one out, buddy. And Nick Martin, having the best 3-week stretch of his career, 3-round average is right up there with the top midfielders at the moment. So if you think he can maintain that, mate, I think he's in 1.3% of sides, just off the top of my head. He could be a fantastic selection, mate. Playing better than Cogs and Carl at the moment. So although he's a little bit outside the box, if Martin can continue it, I think he's looking pretty good, mate. So, thank you very much, buddy. And that's it for the Twitter questions. Let's get to the round review questions. I think that's the top one. Yep, awesome. All right, so first one. Crikey, Dr. Seuss, tongue twister, Manus, Corey, Impella, I'm not even going to try it, mate. Interesting, man? I love it. I bought a Ford, an Eddie Ford. He's done me good, but it might be time to leave my team, or I could hold on to him. I'm sorry, that's a bad pun and overall sentence. That is very clever, mate. That is absolute gold. You've got a few likes for that one, mate. So very nice work, my friend. Excellent, mate. Make 765 daily. Hey, buddy. Always comes with a quote with these round reviews. Good things come to people who wait, but better things come to those people who go out and get them. There's a bit of motivation for us. So thank you very much, man. Appreciate that as always. Here we got Hyper Highway Legend. I've had a bloody shocker. 19-17. Had 18 fielded, including Steele, Ford, Wardlaw, even Zeeble. That's tough, isn't it, man? I'm with you on Jack Steele, buddy. And Ford. But after trades, I could have 21 fielded this week. At least 20, because I'm getting my man Angus Sheldrick. Holding on to a top 7K. Nice round for you, DR. Thanks, buddy. We can climb in the last bye round. Absolutely, mate. Sheldrick played out of his skin. The only issue I've got, mate, is that time on ground. It was like mid-50s. So, look, if he can get some more time on ground and more time in the middle, he'd be a phenomenal player, mate. So, yeah, congrats to anyone that jumped on him last week. Really great trading. Thanks for that hype. Our next one is from the legend that is John O'Carroll, member of the channel, and I'm looking forward to catching up with you at the Saners game on Friday night, buddy. Awesome video by you, DR. Your content is unreal. Keep coming up, mate. I appreciate it, man. Thanks very much, Jono. Can't wait to catch up with you on Friday. Hope my boys turn it on this week and your lines don't turn up. Bugger you, Jono. Hope it's the opposite, mate. My trade leads are looking very dangerous. Scored 2001 this week. Went up by 498 spots. Almost 500 spots. Green arrow. Good to see, mate. Cheers, Jono. Absolute legend, Jono. Great to chat with you. Was it last night, wasn't it, mate, before I did the stocky? And I think I'm up against Corsa in the cashy this week, aren't I? Hopefully I can take Corsa down. Cheers, Jono. Can't wait to Friday, man. Our next one is from Camos79. Hey, Camos. Good work, DR. Thanks, man. Finished top 1% for the first time this year. Nice, man. Stoked. As a Saints fan, I'm sorry about the Steely pick. It's not your fault, mate, but I'll tell you what, as a supporter, it would be really frustrating as well, wouldn't it, man? Hurts me so bad to see him struggle. Yep, the way he is. Like a lot of super coaches, I'll be struggling to field 18 this week. Shees gets the bullet this round. Well, look, mate, if he's out, you bring a nice premium in, you get to 18. All good, man. All good. All the best of luck for that, mate. All the best, Camos. Cheers, buddy. Here's Corsa playing you in the cashy this week, buddy. Great video as always, DR. And you notice these little symbols here. These are for the members of the channel as well. $4 a week if you're interested. All the money goes to Beyond Blue. So thanks, Corsa. I ended up trading in Brayshaw, Fife and Marriage. Still scored 1977. Cool, but as you know, Neil and Robinson not in. And Winhager over 5, I was looking at 2. Neil Robinson and Winhager, yeah, it would have been good, Corsa. But look, mate, back yourself in. You've got a decent rank at the moment. And I'm sure you'll finish inside the top 5K Corsa. So keep cracking, mate. And looking forward to catching up with you at the footy as well, man. Cheers, Corsa. Next one is from Kerry Robson. G'day, Kerry. Good video. Appreciate it, man. An interesting season this one sure is. Feel like I'm steering home with a wet sail. The most budget side I've ever produced. I think we're all feeling like that at the moment, unless we're in the top 100, top 1,000, mate. I said it last week and I'll say it again. Surely we have to entertain the forbidden fruit that is Elliot Yeo. We've got to take a look at him, don't we, mate? Look, I don't like him as an on-field option for the rest of the year, but as that 23rd man, I'm a fan, mate. Durability is a major concern, but we know he's got premium scoring history, a couple of nice weeks in a row, 100 pluses. So if his body stays fit, it should be a decent selection, mate. Remember, we're all looking at, well, not all of us, lots of us looking to start with him in round 1, but obviously we couldn't. Setbacks, and look, don't be surprised if there are other setbacks this year, but based on current form, mate, and premium history, he could work out well as that cover type bloke. So cheers, buddy. All the best with him there, Kerry, as well, man. Our next one is from Hazza. G'day, Hazza. Just finished my team, DR, 22 primos, only 2 injury trades and 10 rounds left. I may hobble to the finish line. Look, mate, 2 injury trades, 10 rounds. If you've got a little bit of cover, hopefully that'll be all right, mate. Maybe you just might need to hold on to those 1 to 2 week injury types, mate. But hopefully Supercoach gods are on your side in regards to injuries. Thanks, buddy. Our next one is from Maddie Anderson. G'day, Maddie. Absolute legend here. Nearly caught you in a head-to-head matchup. Thought Bontman was going to carry my side over the line. 4-point difference. Great fun. There were some close ones this week, Maddie. I went down to Janeth by a solitary point, mate. A solitary point. Was not a happy man, but Janeth, being such a good bloke, didn't even give me too much grief for it. If Spills had beaten me by 1 point, that would have been a different scenario. You know I love you, Spills. I love the bands, my man. Thanks, buddy. And look, hopefully next time we play, you'll kick my butt. Good on you, Matty. Our next one is from Dragonwings. G'day, man. With very few trades left, my trades are on life support, but I've learnt a lot, so next year will be better, hopefully. I'm sure you will, mate. The more that you play, the better that you are, mate. Absolutely. I was looking at getting Laird this week by using Briggs, though if I wait a week, I could put Briggs into R2, use Marshall in order to get Clary. As Clary will fall in price with break even 148, but he probably won't get it. First game back may not make his projected score. Agree. So for the rest of the year, who do you believe is a better pick, Laird or Clary? Well, mate, I think it's probably Laird at this stage, isn't it? Because Clary is missing this week. So if you're going to wait a week, I'd probably still go Clary. It's just so hard to deny the man. But if you're going this week, I think it's pretty obvious that you go Rory Laird, mate. All the best, buddy. It's a tough decision. Both players I would love to have in my side. I've got Laird at the moment, and I will be getting Oliver when he comes back. So if you can bring both of them in, that would be great. But just one, it's almost flip a coin. I'm just saying Oliver though, mate. All the best, buddy. Next one is from a legend, Thomas Cronin. How are you, bud? Sorry, I just put my phone down on silent. Hey, dear, got a 210. Well done, mate. Well, 1 by 4 points in my last match up against Maddie. So you've got me there. So congratulations, mate. 60 from the top 1K. You are killing it, Thomas. Well done, mate. Time to bring back Oliver and DCam this week. Best of luck. So obviously it'll be DCam. Be interested to know if you're maybe changing up to a track or someone else, mate, or if you're just going to wait for Clary when he does come back. It'd be interested to know there, Thomas. So all the best, buddy. And again, thanks to all the members of the channel. All that money goes to Beyond Blue. Really appreciate you supporting a great cause, guys. Thanks, Thomas. Good on you, man. Next one is from the legendary. Hey, man. Windhager had more CBAs than Steele this week. I'll tell you what, mate. Windy has a very good chance of coming into my side this week. It's probably one of Sheldrick, Windhager, or my man, Dev. Oh, someone told me I need to call him Devil Rob. I remember that, Devil Rob. So I like him probably the best because of that fact, mate, the CBAs. And you got Jones coming back to the side soon. Clark's back in 2 to 4. Does he come back through the VFL, though? I'm not too sure. Billings due back soon. So, look, the way he's playing at the moment, I think he keeps his spot. Who knows, though, when we get towards the end of the year. But, yeah, all the best, and thanks for that, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Next one is from UNC9687. Hey, buddy. I panicked moving Boyd and Jez Cameron to cover the buy period, which has been an epic fail. 8 trades left. I'm technically full build, but Cameron F6 and Day F6 not amazing. Look, it's not... Look, Cameron at F6 I think's fine, man. I think that is a fine selection. Look, Day at D6, not amazing, but still okay, mate. Hit the 100 plus in his last game. Do you think it's worth upgrading Jez and Ford to Clary Track Plus Rookie this week? I'll definitely downgrade Ford to get another score on field, but have a bit of a concern around Clary's first game back. But if he goes really well and Jez does poorly, I may not be able to get him in one trade next week. Love your work, TR. Appreciate it, mate. All right. Well, Clary's out of the picture now. If you're really keen on Clary, mate, then obviously you've maybe got to risk it and wait the week. But I'll be more than happy to go Jez and Ford to track. He's got a really nice fixture to end the season, mate. So I think that's fine because you are getting an absolute Uber there. All right, sorry, I'm back again. All right, where are we? Next one is from Mason Ellsworthy. G'day, Mace. How are you, man? Think my year is cooked. Don't give up yet, Mace. Don't give up yet. The Supercoach gods could start shining on you, mate. And I'm sure that you can make a few good moves to get your season back on track, mate. So certainly don't give up, Mace. We've all struggled at times this year, mate. Keep it going, buddy. All the best of luck, buddy. Next one is user SX7TR6LB9C. Love the name, mate. Love you, dear. Much love to you, brother. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Hope that you're well, my man. Are we done? Oh, well, okay. I've already applied this. This is from Yulu. How are you, man? Hey, mate, off topic, but were you at a basketball game at Whittlesea? Yeah. So I think, I did reply to this. Mate, next time that your brother's there, tell him to come and say g'day, mate. But, Max lost both of his grand finals. He's a pretty elite basketballer, so he plays under 12s, and he also plays under 14s as well, so plays up a year as well. And my oldest fella, Nash, ended up winning his grand final, mate. So a victory and 2 runners-up, but, hey, just to make it, there's a pretty good effort, isn't it, buddy? So, look, that is it for the week, guys. Again, thank you very much for anyone that did ask a question, either through Twitter or on the round review. I must admit that my brain isn't functioning too well at the moment. I've very much had a lack of sleep. I think the stocky was uploaded about 5 a.m. So, a couple of hours snooze and then back to school for our student conferences today. But, look, all the best for this week, guys. One more buy round to get through, and then we are back to a little bit of normality, if that's even such a thing in Supercoach. So, all the best, guys. Thanks again. I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.